right now. Okay. How are you, Lina and Ari? Welcome to the week 8, the last session of this level. And next week we will have the last level. So we are about to finish. We are about to finish, Lina and Ariana. You have been really disciplined. I'm really happy because you have been extremely disciplined with your tasks. Okay? Well, what are we going to do today? Today, we are going to talk about an event or action that will be completed in the future. Provide travel tips using mixed conditionals in the context for explain different experience while traveling. That's what we are going to do today. But we are going to start with a short like chat. Okay? We are going to start here. Okay, look at this. We are going to do an exercise that we haven't done for a long, long time, and it's like reading and pronunciating, okay? All right? Well, Ariana, you are going to read what Meg B says, and Lina, you are going to answer as Terry says, okay? You are going to read a loud voice, okay?
Okay, teacher. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Mm, a woman fell. Yeah. Oh, is okay. A woman fell down in front of me during a sightseeing tour. I helped her up, but soon after I couldn't find my wallet. So, do you think she might have taken it?
Terry says, it's very likely if you hadn't been so nice, you would probably still have your wallet. It's a common scam. Someone pretends to be in trouble, but actually turns out to be a thief.
Ooh, a strange situation. Brun, I want to share a tip my friend gave me that I use on my last vacation. If you're worried about losing your passport like I am, don't carry it around with you. Just keep it in your hotel room.
Mm, that is a good tip if there is a safe in your room. If not, keep your passport with you at all times. If someone had broken into your room, you would probably still be trying to get home.
Yes, it's the best option. On my last trip abroad, I brought a little notebook and pen to help me communicate while shopping. If I couldn't find something, I would draw a picture. If I hadn't had that notebook and pen, my friends wouldn't be thanking me for the awesome souvenirs I brought them.
Um, that's a great idea. When phrase books and dictionaries don't don't help, a picture can be worth 1,000 words. But you know there, no alcanzo a ver qué dice ahí porque está la cámara del profesor. But you know there are also some great apps for that, right? Check out this website.
Okay, that's great. Now, question for Ariana. Ariana, what's this reading about? What's going on in this reading?
It's about travel tips, but these tips is about other trouble situation for the different passengers in the airplane. Yes, in airport.
Okay, that's great. Lina, what's the first problem and what's the first tip for traveling that Terry says?
Mm, mm. The person is worried um, to lose the wallet. Mm, so, mm,
Yes.
mm, 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 mm.
Uh-huh. What's Terry's tip?
Left the keep the, for example, the passport all the time in the wallet.
Okay, that's great. Yes, it's true. Now, Ari, what's the second problem? What is Bruno's problem?
Okay, the second problem is about the one person lost the passport when they go to Seising, and when they go to Seising, they've lost somewhere and don't remember where can found, and the other friends or people say to this person, you need to keep your passport into your room, and maybe with this advice you can find your passport easily, and if you need for go to different place where you must need your passport, you can keep with you, but no, if you don't need, you don't need take with you.
Okay, you don't need to take it with you. That's great. Okay. All right, Lina, what's the last problem and the last tip that the terrorists give? Lina, hello? Lina.
Sorry. Mm, the last problem. Mm, mm. Eh, Remember the presents for the friends. So the person decide to uh, get a notebook and a pen to write everything. Yes.
Okay, that's excellent. Okay, so here we have some problems, right? Some recommendations, but I have a question for both of you. What grammar construction does Terry Tripper uses for giving advices? Check, analyze it. And you say, hey, but what is Terry? What grammatical construction is Terry using? So what is she using to give the advices? What grammatical constructions?
Future continuous.
No, no. She's not using future continuous. She's using something else. Analyze it.
Mm, hmm, complicated.
Ari, any idea?
Maybe
Analyze it.
yes, maybe no.
Okay, try. Try.
Ah, yeah.
So.
Past participle, teacher.
No.
Oh.
You were really close. But there is one word. There is one word that we can see repeated in several times, that you repeated every single sentence. I'm going to read some of them. If you hadn't been so nice, you would probably still have your wallet, right? Other example. That's good a tip if a safe in your room. If not, keep your passport with you all the times. If someone had broken into your room, you would probably still there trying to get home.
¿Y cómo es que se llaman esas?
Aha! So, if I
Ah,
couldn't find something, I'd draw a picture. So, any idea?
esas son las frasecitas que dan información como básica, ¿es que? ¿Sí?
Ooh.
Ay, no
And
me acuerdo el
I'm
nombre.
going to underline them. I'm going to underline them. The first one, mhm. The second one, right? Yes. Third one. So, what grammatical construction is this? So, Ari, Lina,
Ah, indirect speech.
no.
A ver,
Conditional.
What?
Conditionals.
oh my God.
Mm.
Conditionals.
We was close. We were close.
Uh-huh. Conditionals, all right? Well, that's great. You try, okay? You try. But conditionals are using in this case. For example, if you hadn't been so nice, you would probably steal your half wallet. That's a conditional, right? Okay. If someone had broken into your room, you would probably still be trying to get home. That is a conditional, okay? If I couldn't find something, I draw a picture, okay? So those are conditionals, but there is something special about these conditionals. They are not normal conditionals. I'm going to still save this, but we are going to do an analysis. And I want you to pay a lot of attention to the following constructions. Okay? Well, we have these conditionals, the normal conditionals that we have already used before, right? That is the zero conditional, that is present simple, for facts, right? For facts, for example, if you stand in the rain, you get wet. Si te quedas en la lluvia, te mojas, right? That is all, those are some facts. Hechos, general truths, scientific facts, right? And we have if, present simple, normal. Then we have the first condition, that is cause, it's like cause and consequence, or cause and result, right? For example, here we have, if it rains, we will cancel the trip. Si llueve, vamos a cancelar el viaje. It's cause and consequence. For example, if I don't study for the quiz, I won't pass the quiz. If I drink a lot of alcohol, I will get drunk. So this is the first conditional, the normal conditional in level A2. That is, if present simple and the result with future we will. Normal conditional, cause and consequence. Then we have the second conditional that we saw it some lessons before, and in level 822 also, right? That it was like unreal conditional, the imaginative conditional hypothetical situations. For example, that is the if, past simple, and the would. If I won the lottery, I would travel a lot, right? That is the second condition. And then we have the third conditional that is for regrets that we also checked some weeks ago, that we use the third conditional, that is the if, the past perfect, the would have, and the past participle, right? So we have these conditionals. These are like the basis of conditionals. But what happened with this conditional? For example, if I say, if you hadn't, Ah, this is third conditional because I have if and hadn't. You would probably, but wait a minute. This is second conditional. So what happened here? Okay, we mix the conditional. In this case, pay attention that here I mix the third conditional with the second conditional. You see? And let's analyze another one. If someone had broken, again, third conditional into your room, you would probably still, wait a minute again. Second conditional, right? Okay, so what happened here? In this example, we are doing a mixed conditional. What is a mixed conditional? When we take some parts or some elements from the normal conditionals and we mix it, okay? We mix it, okay? All right? Good?
Yes, teacher, right. Good. Yep.
Okay, all
Right,
right?
teacher. Yes.
Good? Okay, you got it? Good?
A little bit.
Okay, but I have a question. I have a question. The first question is basically, do you understand the normal conditionals, right?
Eh, eh, yes.
Okay, now the mixed conditional is taking some elements. For example, pay attention here. I can do the following exercise. I can take, for example, this. Take, for example, from the second conditional, this part, and mix it with this part. I can do it. Or I can take this part and mix it here. I can do it. Okay? I can mix it in that way. Today, I'm going to show you some mixes, some possible mixes of these conditionals. But that's why it's important to have into account and really well understood the use of the normal conditionals. Well, I'm going to do something for you, my dear students. I'm going to give you a screenshot of this because you are going to need this map, okay? This is the conditional map. It's really important to have it with you because actually here we are going to know how to mix the conditionals, okay? That's what we are going to do. So I'm going to mix it here and here, Lina, and here, okay? All right, we're going to mix it in that way, okay? So
Yes. Okay.
look at this. Let's check the first mix conditions. Look at this. Oof, we have many cases. Many cases about mixed conditions. We have a lot of cases. But I'm going to show you this with the traveling tips. The first mixed conditional is this one. When we mix the third conditional, if, so we are going to use the if of the third conditional, and we are going to mix it with the would of the second conditional. Okay? Why do we use this one? We use it to talk about a possible regret. Okay? All right? So this one we use it to talk about a hypothetical event in the past that have effects in the present. Okay? For example, if you hadn't been so nice, I would probably still have your wallet. Es que si no hubiese sido tan buena papa, tú aún tendrías tu billetera. You see, something happened in the past with a hypothetical effect in the present. Or for example, if you hadn't broken into your room, you would probably still be trying to get home. Es que si tú no te hubieses metido a la mala al cuarto, aún podrías o probablemente aún estarías intentando entrar en la casa. Okay? It's basically the same as in Spanish. Okay? All right? Good?
Right. Good. Yes. With the
Teacher.
papa also.
Okay. All right. You got it? Good? Okay. Okay. I'm going to advance. So look at this. Any question? Hello? No questions? Okay. Okay.
Teacher,
Let's try to...
please,
Tell me,
can
tell
you
me, tell me.
please make a Zoom again because I want to make a screenshot, please. Thank you.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
This is the
thank you,
first
thank you.
case. The first case is case number 1. Okay. We are going to check some cases, but basically this is case 2. Okay. Good. All right. Good, Ari.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
All right. That's good. Excellent. Well, let's check. Now, let's go with a short exercise to know if you really understood. And then we are going to do a short listening. Okay. Now, look at this. For example, if I had been more adventurous when I was younger, I wouldn't have any regrets about the things I missed. ¿Ok? Como, si yo hubiese sido más aventurero cuando estaba joven, no me habría arrepentido de nada de las cosas que me perdí. ¿Ok? So, as you can see, it's a hypothetical result from something that happened or didn't happen in the past. Okay, well, I'm going with Lina. Lina, number 2. Try to do it.
Oh my God.
You can do it.
Wait. Um, oh, Dios mío. The airline lost my luggage. If
Luggage.
¿Cómo? Luggage.
Luggage. Uh-huh.
Luggage. If I had el pasaporte es bring it.
Okay. So,
Wait.
for example, if
Oh.
I hadn't, right?
Okay.
If I
If I
hadn't
had borrow
brought,
borrow.
mhm,
Ahí lo encontré, sí. If I hadn't brought a
ajá,
change of clothes in my carry on bash, I wouldn't.
mhm,
I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't shop. Sorry.
mhm.
I wouldn't shop for new clothes. No.
Exactly, you got it. Okay,
No.
Ari, number 3.
No está tan difícil. Mentira, un poquito.
No, simple. Go on,
Pero yo
Ari.
quiero.
Not at all, teacher.
Ay,
Number 3, Ari.
Number 3. The second passed to me in my real life, but well, this flight is so long. If I hadn't bought an economy ticket, I wouldn't be no would be more comfortable now.
Mhm. Okay, perfect. It's good. Number 4, Lina.
Just because? No, it's after explain you.
Oh, it's okay.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
It was perfect. Now, Lina.
wait. I am writing. Yeah. Uh, if you um, um If you had, sí. Yes.
Ajá.
Aquí no cambias es tercera persona el had, no. ¿Cierto que no? ¿O sí?
No, no.
Ay,
Had,
oh, Dios. If you had learned, if you had learned to speak some Mandarin before moving to Taipei, you
mhm,
would
mhm.
been able to ask someone for directions, no?
Okay. Wait. Pay attention here because here you can mix, for example, look at this. Let me show you. Like this. Would and the verb, right? Or would, have, and the verb, right? In this case, look what you have. You can say, for example, if you had learned to speak some Mandarin before moving to Taipei, you would be able to ask someone for directions now. Okay? Como tendrías la capacidad, right? Okay?
Okay, I
Got
left
it?
the verb in the normal form.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, exactly. Would, in the second conditional, we have to conjugate would and the verb with no conjugation. Okay? All right. Ari, the last one.
The last one, if Martha hadn't become a flight attendant, she probably wouldn't travel. No, travel. Travel.
Mhm.
Yes, travel
Good.
as much as she do.
Okay. Wouldn't travel. Okay, wouldn't travel. All right? All right, wouldn't. Or
Thank
would
you.
not. But it's better wouldn't. Okay? Much better wouldn't. Okay? Got it?
Yes.
Got it, teacher.
Hey, that's great. That's
Ah,
great. No problem. Okay, now we're going to do a short exercise about listening to talk about traveling tips, and then you are going to tell me to give me some traveling tips. Well, at the end, we are going to have that some traveling tips. Okay? All right, pay attention here. You're going to listen to Cindy and Scott talking about the travel problems. What happened to each person? So you are going to take notes like this. If you don't have a notebook in this moment, go for one. Take notes. You are going to need to take notes. You need to take notes to know what's going on in each story. So you're going to take notes about each story. You're going to choose the statements, okay, that probably are true. And then you're going to compare the answers with each other, okay? So you're going to check which ones are true. But also you're going to tell me what's going on with each person. So here we go. Take notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Unit 12, Lesson B, page 100. Exercise 2. Things went wrong. Part A. Listen to Cindy and Scott talking about their travel problems. What happened to each person? 1. Cindy. You'll probably be surprised to hear what I did. I was on a business trip. The flight was a long one, and when I arrived at my destination, I was eager to get my bags and get to my hotel to relax. Well, you know, they always tell you to be careful to get the right bag, but I was in a hurry. You can guess what happened. My black suitcase looked just like every other one, so I picked up someone else's. I didn't realize my mistake until I got to the hotel. Well, I immediately called the airport, and fortunately, it all worked out. I had to go back to the airport, though, to pick up my suitcase and return the other one. And of course, I also had to apologize. If only I'd checked the name tag more carefully. It's funny, this sort of thing almost never happens to me when I travel. 2. Scott.
This is kind of a funny story. I was in Panama City and had a layover between flights. I'd arrived at about 6 p.m., and my flight out wasn't until about 8:30. Well, my flight was delayed. And delayed. It got really crowded at the departure gate. I was getting tired, and there were so many people around. I hate crowds. So I went to sit away from the departure gate to escape the crowds. I was reading and feeling drowsy. I wish I'd slept on the flight to Panama. Anyway, the next thing I know, I wake up and there's no one around. The crowd is gone. I'd fallen asleep and missed my flight. They must have made lots of announcements, and I missed them all. Boy, did I feel stupid. I had to stay in Panama City overnight and catch a flight out the next morning.
Okay, you got it or you need a repetition?
Please, teacher, repetition.
Okay, take notes.
Unit 12, Lesson B, page 100. Exercise 2. Things went wrong. Part A. Listen to Cindy and Scott talking about their travel problems. What happened to each person? 1. Cindy. You'll probably be surprised to hear what I did. I was on a business trip. The flight was a long one, and when I arrived at my destination, I was eager to get my bags and get to my hotel to relax. Well, you know, they always tell you to be careful to get the right bag, but I was in a hurry. You can guess what happened. My black suitcase looked just like every other one, so I picked up someone else's. I didn't realize my mistake until I got to the hotel. Well, I immediately called the airport, and fortunately, it all worked out. I had to go back to the airport, though, to pick up my suitcase and return the other one. And of course, I also had to apologize. If only I'd checked the name tag more carefully. It's funny, this sort of thing almost never happens to me when I travel. 2. Scott.
This is kind of a funny story. I was in Panama City and had a layover between flights. I'd arrived at about 6 p.m., and my flight out wasn't until about 8:30. Well, my flight was delayed. And delayed. It got really crowded at the departure gate. I was getting tired, and there were so many people around. I hate crowds. So I went to sit away from the departure gate to escape the crowds. I was reading and feeling drowsy. I wish I'd slept on the flight to Panama. Anyway, the next thing I know, I wake up and there's no one around. The crowd is gone. I'd fallen asleep and missed my flight. They must have made lots of announcements, and I missed them all. Boy, did I feel stupid. I had to stay in Panama City overnight and catch a flight out the next morning.
Okay, you got it?
Yes, teacher.
That's good. Now, let's check this out. So, Lina, what's the first problem? What's the first traveling trouble? Come on, Lini. What's the first trouble they talk about? Come on, come on. Hello? No one? Okay, Ari.
Yes,
So
yes,
what's
yes,
the
yes.
first? Okay.
Eh,
What's the first traveling trouble?
okay, the first trouble for Cindy was about her luggage.
Okay, that's
And
good.
the second trouble for Scott is about her his loss his airplane.
Okay. That's good. Now, question, a really important question here. So I need to know, guys, in lesson B, what statements you think are probably true? from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, Lina, which one do you think are true?
Hmm. Um,
Mm.
Turururururu.
the third.
Mhm. Okay, okay. And which is the other one? One. No idea.
The first
Don't
one.
worry. Don't worry.
The first
Okay.
one and the third one.
All right, Ari, what's your opinion?
Cindy travel frequently.
Uh-huh. Good. And any other one?
Scott likes peace and quiet when he travels.
All right. That's great. Okay. That's great. All right. Okay. Ladies, we have to practice lot of listening. Okay. All right. We have to do it. Okay. Now let's continue because we have another big one. So, ladies, you are going using the conditionals. You are going to tell me some some tips to travel. Well, look at this. Here we have some ideas about health, accommodations, food, safety, language, getting around, cost, and weather. Well, I want to travel to United States this for these vacations. What recommendations do you have for me? Let's start with Ariana. Ari, what recommendations do you have for me?
When have you ever heard? Oh, if you go to travel, you would buy, you would, yeah, buy a good luggage for your stuff,
Okay.
and you will feel safety if you have your luggage one with you with your with some clothes in this part of the airplane close to your seat.
Okay, I have a
But
question,
yep, no, no.
and it's for Lina. Lina, have you ever had problems traveling?
No, I don't.
I haven't, I
I
haven't.
haven't.
Okay,
I
so
haven't.
you have never have any problem, no problems.
Uh-uh. No yet.
Okay, all right. And Ariana, have you ever have any problem traveling? For
Yes,
example, forgetting your passport, falling asleep, getting lost.
getting lost. Oh, the airline lost my two luggage when I arrived to China, and
Oh,
almost I
no way.
killed them.
Ah. Okay, tell us about what happened.
I need to write for their company a lot of message. Also, needed to call them like international call. I also need to denounce for Colombia to Spain for my luggage. After send a lot of message for WhatsApp, Instagram, Gmail, page here, their page, official page, but
Mhm.
it's so slowly process. So after 1 month, my two luggage is here with me, but they didn't pay me for the this for this in for I don't know how can I say that, but I need to buy a lot of stuff for me because that all of my clothes and my first personal use care is in my luggage, and also I need to buy, and also it weighs a lot, so I have a lot of stress in myself
Okay,
about.
and I have a question about that. I have a question, and it's like, Lina, what advices would you give Ariana about that? So, for example, Yari, if you had, okay, Lina, go ahead.
A ver, um, if you had a lots, if you had lots your luggage in the airport, um, you would a ver, um,
Do it, you can do it. Come on. Okay, okay, don't worry. We're going to do an exercise at the end to talk about some regrets. But you can say, for example, well, if you hadn't called the company, you would have or you would lost all your things for the rest of your life, for example, or forever, right? Or if you had lost your luggage, you wouldn't have some problems, for example, okay? All right, don't worry, don't worry. I know sometimes it's quite difficult, okay? So that's why we're going to go to the other mixed conditionals, okay? The other mixed
Yes.
conditionals are a little bit more difficult. Why? Look at this one. This is the second mixed conditional. The second mixed conditional is when we have past simple and past simple. Okay? And we do it to talk about situations in the past that affect situations in the past, right? With a result in the past. For example, okay, if I didn't wear my uniform in high school, I had to go back home. Okay, so it's like a fact and fact, something that happened and happened in the past with a result in the past. And I use past and past. For example, if I didn't eat my whole breakfast, my mom didn't give me money for, I don't know, for having something in school, right? Okay, yes, you got it? Past simple, past
Yes,
simple.
teacher.
Okay, the other one here is this one. When we mix, and this is the third conditional, this es el normal, el de regrets, el de arrepentimientos con el would have. For example, if I had studied English before, I would have a better job today, for example. Or if I hadn't traveled to Bogota too soon, I would have spent more time with my parents. Okay? You got it? Third conditional. Right? Good? You got it?
Yes, teacher. Yes, I got it.
This one is the same one, es el mismo. Okay? And this one is the third conditional for regrets with the would normal. Este es el primero que ya vimos antes. Okay? All right? You got it?
Yes, I got it, teacher.
Okay, do you need a screenshot about this?
I make it. I made.
Okay, okay. Okay. I'm going to send other one to Lina too. Okay, give me a second. What did I do? Here and here. For Lina too. Okay? So this is for Lina.
Okay.
And for... Okay, good job. All right. Now, remember, past and past, the third conditional, normal, and third conditional and would from the second conditional, normal. Okay? All right? Well, you got it or no? Lina
Yes.
and yes?
Kind of teacher.
Okay, we're going to try to do it here with this exercise. For example, with number 4. When I was young, if I saw a scary movie, I had bad dreams. Ah, no, es que cuando yo era joven, si veía, pa simple, una película de miedo, tenía pesadillas. ¿Ok? Simple. Ok, number 5, Ari. Try to mix it. El mapa está en sus WhatsApps.
Thank you,
Try.
teacher.
Ajá.
Okay, when I was a kid, yes, is this? No. Yes? Why? When I was a kid, if my father go away on a business trip, he always called at 8 to say good night to us. So, is my father, I think it's past. Yes, when
Okay. When I was a kid, my father, when te voy a ver, he always called them. Exactly. You got it. Okay.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
this one, Lina. Number 6.
Oh my God, teacher. Well, can you write the answers in the lines, please? Please,
Sure.
please.
Tell me, what's the answer?
6.
Go ahead.
If I excuse me.
Come
If
on.
I were spending less money,
Okay. The
if I
answer
were
is
okay, if I hadn't spent
si no hubiese
if I had
gastado. Perdón, si hubiese gastado es. Si
okay,
hubiese gastado.
less money when I was younger, I could have
Okay. I could have.
a nice
Excellent.
little nest egg in a few
Excellent.
years.
It's good. Excellent. You got it.
Mm.
I could have or I would have is good. Okay. Now, Lina. Sorry, Ari. 7.
Teacher. 7. If I not have a fight with my friend yesterday, I
If
go to
I
the party.
hadn't.
No. Just no, teacher,
Okay,
I
okay,
didn't
okay,
say
okay.
anything. Just I read the sentences.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If
If I just stop, I was reading. No more, okay? If I hadn't have. No, if I hadn't had. Teacher, hello. Listen to me. If I
Yeah.
hadn't had a fight with my friend yesterday,
Okay. Like this, right? Oh, sorry.
hadn't had, yes.
Uh-huh.
A fight with my friend yesterday, I would went to the party tonight.
Would
No,
when?
I
No.
would go.
Would go.
Oh,
Nunca se conjuga.
okay. Would go.
Would
Yo
go.
iría a la fiesta esta noche.
You got it. Okay, now Lina. Come on, Lina.
If she eh, had, if she had um, showed,
Okay.
if she had showed,
Shown, participle.
okay,
Ajá.
she had shown why. ¿Verdad que se conjugan en past participle ya?
Participle. Ajá, exactly.
I will. If she had shown more interest since she was hired, she could get the next promotion.
Okay. In this case, could or would is okay, all right? But it's better like this, my dear. She would
Okay.
get. Okay?
Okay. There was Bonnie.
Okay, all right, that's good. Now, Ari,
I will read, teacher.
all
Please.
right?
If I read, just read. If I not lose my passport, I fly to Lisbon tonight. Okay, wait.
Okay.
If I hadn't lost
Uh-huh.
my passport,
Good.
I would fly to Lisbon tonight.
No. Here is I
No?
would
Be?
have flown. Yo habría
Oh,
volado.
yo habría volado.
Ajá. Exactly.
Okay.
All right? Okay.
Yes.
Lina, this one.
If she hadn't, if she hadn't start normal. If she hadn't
Started.
started,
Conjugation.
I saw it. If
Yes.
she hadn't started figure skating when she was 4,
Ajá.
she wouldn't.
Ajá. Oh, sorry, es que se metió ahí feísimo. Wait, evidence. So again, if she hadn't started, sorry, what did I do? Started, right? Excellent.
Tutor, and also you remove the before one because I want to write after we finish. Please.
Okay, I didn't understand. No entendí.
Well,
Because,
if she knows,
you remove the before answer. If I hadn't
Yes.
my passport, I wouldn't have flown
Yes, you're right.
to Lisbon tonight because I want to write to my notebook.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Here. Okay, and here, Lina?
she couldn't be in
She
the last
wouldn't
Olympics. Okay, wouldn't.
have been. Ella no habría estado. Okay? Ella no habría estado. Well, as you can see,
Cuando
you
son
need to practice.
negativos, se conjugan aquí.
Third conditional always. Third conditional,
A
okay?
ver.
Recuerda que son mezclados, son mixed conditionals, entonces tú puedes mezclar el segundo con el tercero a conveniencia. ¿Ok?
Ok.
All right.
No, mentira, sí.
Ok, tenemos que practicar muchísimo esa parte. Y cualquier cosa que necesiten, si necesitan una extra practice, me escriben y hacemos una tutoría. ¿Ok?
Yes, please, teacher, yes.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, we did it.
Who's gentleman here? Just you, teacher.
Just dear. Just dear. Almost done. 1 year. Almost finished. One more level.
Woo!
¿Ok?
Woo!
Bueno, chicas, stop here. Voy a terminar la grabación para preguntarles algo. ¿Ok? So, here we go.